Hello, everyone. I love this bowl so much. I hope everyone is doing well on this lovely Friday, August 22nd. I will try and get an accurate reading, so I'm using my Pagan Otherworlds deck by Usi. So I hope everyone has a good start to their weekend, and maybe this reading will be for the upcoming weekend or the coming weeks. So we will see what everyone is up to. The Seven of Pentacles comes through. Let me get a better idea of what this is with another card. I always like to have a little more background. Okay, the moon. Huh. So, some of you, I think, not all, some of you are maybe having some trouble with money. You're not really sure about what to do with it or how to manage it. Or it could be about physical health. You could be having unknown issues with physical health, sort of unexpected issues or concerns, maybe. Huh. And the Two of Cups. This is a unique reading. Here's the moon, because I forgot to show it. See, the moon's up here, and then there's, yeah. And then the Two of Cups. There's an archway there. And the Empress. So, this is kind of a unique reading. I'm not quite sure of what to make of this. I mean, there could definitely be someone else involved. I'm thinking maybe a romantic partner or someone you're interested in that, like, maybe, I don't know what it is, but I'm getting something about like addiction or like money problems with that person. Things are not going as planned, or certain things that you don't know about are going down. And with the Empress, it's like you're trying to hold on to this sort of, I guess, this kind of, you really want to keep this relationship. And I don't blame you, because, I mean, a lot of people have been there. It's like a hard thing to manage when a partner has issues. But I think, okay, like what I'm getting is that even though you have these sort of upcoming unknown sort of material issues, again, it could be health, it could be money, it could be anything physical that you value. So the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles, I think that it's time to just let go and be on your own. Even though this one other person is involved, I'm just thinking, like, there are a lot of things that you don't know about because of the moon coming through. And you're not that person. You're the type of person who wants to really hold down the fort, so to speak, as the Empress comes in, and like she's all about nurturing and comfort and that kind of home and hearth kind of feeling. But by letting go of this person or idea or whatever it is, I think that eventually you'll become the Queen of Pentacles in your own way. Kind of master of your own money. And just kind of going through and sort of not caring what other people think. The next one up is the Knight of Pentacles. So a lot of like material kind of issues or concerns going on here. Like you're ready to move on. You're ready to kind of just let the ball drop and move on, move forward, charge ahead with whatever you want to do, because I'm getting the sense that something's holding you back. And I forgot to mention that if none of this resonates with you, then move on and no one will be harmed in the process. Yeah, a lot of Pentacle cards. Like the Three of Pentacles comes through too. Like you're moving on from this sort of broken sense of material self. It's just not worth it for you. More Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles. Something's coming through with physical things, physical attributes, money, health, yeah. I think like after you move on and like charge forward with your own path, in the sense that, you know, no one else will make these decisions for you. You can make these decisions for yourself, and just kind of like have some sort of freedom in that. But you're feeling kind of stuck. Like you're kind of holding yourself back. The Eight of Swords. Yeah. Like I said, this person or other physical issue is definitely holding you back. But I think once you realize that you can actually release that feeling of not being able to move forward, I think that it can really break you out of this kind of prison that you have yourself in, this kind of mental prison. Yeah. So you've got the Knight of Wands. You're gonna pretty much just do like a new passion project. Like it's gonna be good for you. So I think once you realize that you can finally break free of whatever it is that you're holding yourself back from, it'll start to move forward. Like there seems to be a lot holding you back at this point. A lot of like maybe physical and some emotional, or like not emotional, but like mental, like thoughts that are just kind of holding you back, having you second guess yourself, thinking about, oh, I don't think I can do that, but something needs to happen and like kind of break that sort of chain of like thought, that like negative self-talk of, oh, I can't do this, but really you can. um, it won't be easy, and right, like the right thing to do is never easy. So I think once you realize that you can finally just break free from what you think you can't do, um, then definitely like there's a lot going for you. I honestly think this deck is made up of pentacles right now, because you've got the Six of Pentacles. You're realizing like, yeah, after the Knight of Wands, and after you finally just kind of like start this new kind of passion project or like love adventure that you want for yourself, you're really going to think like, yes, like no one can touch me. I am doing this for myself. I'm doing this because I don't care what anyone else thinks. And so far, I think that's fantastic. And I will show you the card. This one. That's the Six of Pentacles. So let's see how many pentacles we have so far. 1, 2, 5, 6. 6 pentacles in this reading. Yeah. 9 of Wands. Wake up. It's time to rip the Band-Aid off. Really just, it'll be fast, it'll be quick. It's not easy, but it needs to happen. Let's do a couple more cards. It seems like you've got some work cut out for you, unfortunately. And it's not going to be easy, but I think once you find that you're going to do what you love, it's going to be okay. Like, you just need to really find the motivation. And even though, you know, with the Nine of Wands, it's not going to be easy. Like, who thinks that like waking up from a nightmare is easy? It's not, because it kind of stays with you for a few days, sometimes weeks and months and years. Seven of Swords. Once you get on this forward momentum, it's important to remember to be open to other opinions and discussion about what you're doing. So I always interpret the swords, like the 6, 7, and 8 of Swords and Wands, as being kind of cagey and kind of like, don't talk to me, like I'm doing this for myself, I don't need anyone else. But like, it's important to remember who your friends are, and it's important to look for others' input, because what's the point if you don't really listen to other people? And sure, you can listen to other people and not take their advice, but it's also important to kind of have them get their word in, get their voice heard, and to have a different opinion. And maybe the other person is right, as much as you may not like it. So it's definitely important to think about what other people have to say and think about like the pros and cons of what you're doing and to really understand the consequences and the benefits of what it is that you're doing. But it looks like you're going to have a good outcome. You've got the World. It just requires a lot of hard work. It's, again, it will not be an easy journey. Whatever it is that you're doing, it's just not going to be easy because, you know, someone is trying to stop you from achieving this sense of independence. You may be codependent at this time, and that's okay. It may serve you at this time, but realizing that in the end it's really unhealthy is not going to serve you. So I think that moving forward, like with the Knight of Pentacles, like moving forward, like financially and independently, like physically, anything, it's important to just kind of move forward, to keep on trucking, because things will look out in the end for you. Yeah. So the King of Wands, you're the master of your own mind, right? Like, you're going to be the best version of yourself. I think, you know, you face those challenges. Look at the lion. Like, this kind of reminds me of like an ancient Roman god or gladiator kind of, who, you know, used to fight in the gladiator ring and like just killed lions and whatever. But I think once you realize like you have control, you will have control again. It just requires a lot of work. And, you know, no one likes hearing that. I don't like hearing it. So it's just one of those journeys that it does take time. It really does. So after I shuffle, I'm going to pull the top and bottom cards just to get a sense of this reading and see like what the underlying message is. So the top card is the Star. And apologies for the semi-nudity. I hope YouTube does not censor my channel because of that. And the bottom of the deck is the King of Swords. The Star, I think, like, that's all about really being your best self, sort of shining through no matter what. And I think that what I love about this is that, like, you're giving and receiving at the same time. So it's kind of like a sense of wholeness, because do you see how, like, the cups that she's holding, like, I don't know which is which, but does it matter? I mean, she's giving and receiving. It's who she is, and she's not sorry for it. And the King of Swords, I got him confused with the King of Wands, but I'm glad he showed himself. I don't take back what I said. You are the master of your own mind. Do what makes you happy. You know, like if you have to kill the bear, forgive me for saying, then you really got to do it. It's something that needs to happen for your survival, because you're not going to be happy if you don't work forwards, if you don't move forwards and work on yourself, on like what you love to do, then that's going to be pretty difficult. And I know it's not easy to hear. But I think that, like, you feeling trapped and everyone feeling trapped right now is not easy. But I think working together, everyone has to kind of just move forward no matter what happens. And survival is key. Like, at this point, I mean, I feel like with what's happening, I didn't mean for this to get all political or anything, but like I feel like with what's happening, it's just like kind of like every person for themselves at this point, and I don't think that's the right thing. But I think the right thing is about doing what makes you happy. And in the end, doing what makes you happy will like bring on a better world, in a sense. So I think it's a journey. Again, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a difficult one. It's going to be challenging, physically, mentally, spiritually. And I know it has been for me. It's not been an easy couple of years. So I think that it's important to really focus on bringing yourself happiness. That way you can bring happiness to others. And I think that that's what today's reading is about. Just bringing a sense of belonging and a sense of, I guess, righteousness to the world again, because everything is so troubled. Everyone is troubled, and I totally understand that. So I didn't mean for this reading to get so heavy, but that's what happened. And until next time.